Christina, and I'm going to be talking to you about my favorite e-learning tool, Adobe Captivate. I'll be using Adobe Captivate 7 for this recording, but I'm also giving you a bit of a 2-for-1 on e-learning authoring tools, because while I'm talking about Captivate, I'm using Adobe Presenter to make this video. Captivate is an e-learning authoring tool, which allows you to do a lot of different things: software simulations, video demonstrations, assessments, quizzes, drag and drop interactions, and so on. You can create courses for both hard and soft skills. So let's get started. When you open Adobe Captivate, you're immediately presented with a bunch of options: software simulations, video demos from a Microsoft PowerPoint or a blank project, plus a few others. I'm going to start with a software simulation because, in my opinion, that's where Captivate really shines. When you click on the simulation selection, you are given options to record screen area or ask Captivate to record just a specific application. In this case, let's close my email down there. In this case, it's looking at just recording Excel here. You can also change this to be screen area. See, the red box here is what the screen area would record. If you tell it to record screen area and you say full screen on monitor 1, it would put the red line around all of monitor 1. Down at the bottom is where you get to the really fun stuff about Captivate and what makes it super special. You can create a demonstration, which is just like an absorb type presentation where you're talking about a specific subject. You can do training, which allows the learner to input the information as you would actually using that software, or an assessment, which will test the skills of the learner on how well they input. For our case here, I'm just going to do a basic demonstration using the application of Excel. So I'd hit record. It'll count down. Once the countdown is done, you can start recording, or it will start recording. Every time you click your mouse, it'll take another screenshot of what you've just done. So say I was doing one here to show people how to format cells in Excel. You'd go and click on your different options. You would give verbal talks if you were doing your narration now. If not, you can do your narration later, which is usually what I do. And then after you're done here, you just click on the Captivate button. It would populate into Captivate. As you can see here, every time I clicked my mouse, a new screen was taken, given all the options and showing what would happen. Now, this is great if you're actually wanting to do something that's stepped out. Click here and then click here. However, if what you're trying to teach has real live action and something that has processing or motion, a video demonstration would actually be better to your services. I'll show you an example of that. A quick way I can show you recording something moving is to use one of Google's eggs. Their underwater search option is a good way to do it. So we'd click a video demo. We'd wait for the pop. We're going to hit record. And now if we tell Captivate that we're done with that video, Captivate will populate it and we can play. And as you can see, we can watch the full motion of the fish swimming. You can also take that file into Captivate and edit it and time it so I can get rid of my big giant pauses. Now the next option in Captivate that I want to show you is to bring items over directly from PowerPoint. I'm not actually going to demonstrate this one because it's not the best in my opinion. You can build or have an existing PowerPoint and bring that information directly into Captivate. All your screens that you created in PowerPoint will show up as background images within Captivate. The problem with this is that any of the animations you've done in PowerPoint, any of the timing of when your bullets come in or when your pictures show, will be static and unchangeable within Captivate. If you want to change them, you have to port that screen back to PowerPoint, edit it there, and then bring it back into Captivate. It's time consuming, it's clunky, I'm not a fan. Basically, any time that you needed to do this, I would suggest taking your information, your graphics, and your text from PowerPoint and bringing it piece by piece into Captivate. Much better solution than actually bringing the whole thing over via that option. How you would bring it over piece by piece would be to create a blank project. You would pick your resolution and click OK. A blank project, when used alone, works well for compliance type courses or anything where you're just giving basic information. It's kind of like PowerPoint, but in a more interactive option. You can do lots of cool things, like just like in PowerPoint, you can pick a theme. You can add characters. So if you wanted to build scenarios with people, you can bring your characters in and build your scenario around these people. You can get additional characters outside of Captivate or buy them within your clip art packages, whatever, but the people are really nice for building scenarios. You can also insert interactions. You just go to the interactions menu and pick an interactions from the drop-down. There are some great interactions in Adobe Captivate 7, but I hear there's even more in Adobe Captivate 8. So if you wanted to pick something like, say, a pyramid, so you could pyramid in the information, you would just pick it and click insert. You'd be given the options then to configure the interaction to work with your theme, or you can customize to be within the look and feel that you're used to for your own personal theme that you've set up for your company. Once the interaction is created, it'll drop into the screen that you were last on. You can then size it however you want, put it within your screen, whatever works. Now, if you wanted to add a quiz, it's super simple. You just click on the quiz line and hit quiz slide, and then you can pick from the drop downs of what you want to show and how many of said slides you want. Then you say OK. It inserts the slides. Easy peasy. Then you just come in here, change the text however you want to, change any buttons that you need to change. And when you're finally done creating your project, you can publish it. You're given lots of publish options. You can choose to have it report in any of the standard LMS reading languages like SCORM, AI, CC, or Tin Can. You can also publish as a Swift or HTML or HTML5, whatever works for your specific learning needs. And then you just publish and then deploy it as needed. So that's an overview of Adobe Captivate 7. I hope this was helpful. Thanks.